Hello viewers and welcome to Excelsior News. Viewers, today I am highly privileged to introduce a man who has already achieved great heights in his career, and at a very young age he has made his presence felt at the national and international platform through his running legs. And it will not be wrong to tag him a man born with running legs because he has scaled various marathons around the world, and the latest addition to his gallery of medals is the oldest marathon from South Africa, which he has nailed, and he is none other than the son of soil, Kapil Arora. And today we are going to chat with him online. Welcome, sir, to Excelsior News.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sir, I want you to tell us, our viewers, about this oldest ultra marathon and what are its basic features or how it is different from other marathons.
See, this is a very long event. Generally, the marathon is 42 kilometers, but this is more than double the distance. Plus, this is uphill. This is not a flat track.
Okay.
Itself is a huge hills which comes on the way. So there are 5 hills which come, and you have to run on the hills.
Okay.
And you cannot stop because there is a timed race. So it's a very tough event.
Sir, how will you share the last moment of your race that you scaled, and how you will share the experience of the last moment?
Yeah, so it's a great feeling to successfully complete it, because what is happening that you are running the marathon for like some 11 hours, and you start at 5:30 in the morning, and on the way you are eating, you are drinking, you are doing everything, but you cannot stop. So that moment when you finish is like extraordinary moment. I can't define it. It's like you have attained your goal.
Sir, what practice schedule you used to follow for this marathon, and what special changes you have brought up in your training for this marathon?
So the practice started in December, when I started doing around 250 kilometers in a month. And after in January it again we did around 200 kilometers, but the real practice was in Feb, March, April, those 3 months, when we went up to in the month of March I did 356 kilometers of running. So every week I was running around 100 kilometers to 80 kilometers, and it's like 5 days a week I was running.
Sir, had you taken professional training for this marathon that you have recently scaled?
Yeah, for marathon specifically, if you see, the moment I met my coach, then it became a bit more organized, training for marathon. So yes, I take, so initially it was not, but now after say around 6-7 years now, I've been.
Sir, motivation is used to be the biggest boost for any profession you are in. So how you get motivated, and what are the basic reasons for this motivation for this game?
So motivation, you can say, was self-motivation. I started running 9 years back. I used to just go to the treadmill and run for 2-3 minutes. My first run was around 300 meters on the treadmill. So somebody told me there is a marathon happening in Mumbai, and why don't you enroll for it? And then I enrolled, and then I started practicing. But I realized that somewhere I like the sport. I like this running entire thing. When I run, I feel good.
Oh.
And then I felt more fitter. I felt more disciplined because of this. Because I have to sleep early, I have to eat properly, I have to maintain my weight. So the life actually got into a very good mode. It became very disciplined.
Yeah.
So and one success led to the other success. I did one marathon, the other, and then the full, and then I went internationally. So it went on and on and on. So motivation, I could say, is self-motivation. I am a self-motivated guy, and I love the fact to achieve more.
Sir, as I can see that you are wearing a Puma t-shirt, so how your association with this Puma brand got?
Very good. This happened around 3 years back. Now, in my entire group of coaching, I was the fastest runner. I think we were around 250 odd people. So I was the fastest runner in terms of full marathon, and that's how my coach, he introduced me to Puma, and Puma had a contract with me, and it went on for year 1, year 2. Now we are 3rd year in the row we are having this contract on. So things are going good. I love Puma brand, and I wear their clothes all the time. It's a wonderful brand.
So success doesn't come that easy way. So tell us about that struggling phase of your life and how you overcome all the obstacles that came in your way.
Yeah, career, when I started, Bombay is a very tough city when you start. When I started, I remember in 1998, after my MBA, and I came to Bombay, I think in 2000. It was a very, very tough city. It's a very expensive city. And of course, my starting job was not very paying. So I used to stay in my friend's house. I used to stay at a PG, where used to, they just in Bombay, they just used to give me a bed to sleep in. So there was one bed and there was no almirah, I remember. So I used to get my bag of clothes was down the bed I used to put in. And I used to sleep on that one bed for like so many years.
Sir, what other achievements that you have to your credit and you would like to share with the viewers?
So, I started running around 9 years back. And during these 9 years, I've run around 34 marathons and half marathons.
Okay.
And so my passion is to actually motivate other people also to run. So when I was in ICICI Bank, I had a huge group of people whom I motivated to run. So we had around 15 people whom I trained to run. Now here in Reliance also, what I've done is I am training and trying to train more people to be in this running culture. So I want to help people run more. 2 years back, Airtel Delhi, I was a pace setter. Pace setter is basically a person who helps other people reach the end of the race in a particular time. So you are given a time that your time is 1 hour 45 minutes. So the other person who wants to do for 1 hour 45 minutes, what he does, he runs with you. And you are carrying a flag. There is a flag on your back. It says 1 hour 45. So he just sees you and runs with you, and he also achieves his objective.
So tell us about your roots, that how they are linked to Jammu and Kashmir.
Yeah, so J&K, I belong, my house is in Trikuta Nagar. Schooling was in army school in Satwari. That's where my mom and dad thought I will get more discipline. So they put me in army school. I was there till 10th, and then I came to Jain school. And then I did my commerce. Then I was in commerce college for 1 year because I was doing my CA exams also. So, and after that I went to Pune for my MBA. This happened in 96. And 96 to 98 I did my MBA. And after that I got jobs in Pune, then in Bombay, and then I'm going on and on.
So what is your professional life and what are the hobbies are associated in your life?
Hobbies, I love to read a lot, and I generally read about management, I read about running, I read about motivating people. That's my passion. If I'm not on my phone, I don't actually view. If you see me, I'll be viewing mostly the running videos or running magazines or running books, because that's somewhere my passion. So I work in Reliance Mutual Fund now, and I'm working as a segment head. So I've been in the financial services industry for 10 years. So in Bombay, I'm the segment head. That's what I do.
So in that, what message you would like to give to the youth of Jammu and Kashmir?
35 people from J&K, going for this race. That's my message, that let's start training, let's start getting our life discipline, let's do running, and let's catch a race. A very simple thing which I can tell them is that Airtel Delhi Marathon, half marathon, which happened in November, it's easier because it's near to our house also. It's an overnight journey, everybody can go Delhi. Catch hold of that marathon and run that marathon.
Thank you very much for talking to Excelsior News.
Thank you so much.
We hope that this conversation that we done with you, it will be a boon as well as booster for the youth of Jammu and Kashmir, and they will also act upon your advice that you gave in the message. With cameraman Karan Singh, this is Amit reporting for Excelsior News.